Hello, Silverwolves. Okay, today we're going to talk about something kind of uncomfortable to us, but it's just one of those facts of life. We're living a lot longer, and this is probably going to be a time in human history where lifespan was the longest, or might go beyond this, I don't know. But for a lot of recorded history, the average person's age at death was 32 to 38. Now it's 75 to 85. So we basically doubled our lifespan in a relatively short few centuries. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But how it applies to us, is sometimes biology hadn't kept up with the times, so to speak. And what that means is after the age of 50, if we don't keep active, if we don't keep working at it or whatever, the body starts to wither. Now there's $5, and I won't bore you with a 20-minute dissertation on why the physiology does this, but in a nutshell, past the age of 50, the body will eat and dissolve muscle mass that we've built up over our life. That's the reason we get old, we get weak, we get drawn up, because our skin starts looking a little saggy. That's because the skin never stops growing. It keeps getting bigger and bigger, but the muscles underneath have atrophied away because we're not using them. That's also the reason that we start out in our 20s, we're taking a 30-inch step. And in our 60s, we're taking a 10-inch step or a 12-inch step. And you see those people that just kind of, they shuffle. It's their sense of balance has gotten so weak, and their muscles have gotten weak, and they don't stretch out. Well, this is a real problem if we're wanting to still go to the woods, because the woods is not tabletop flat. The woods is up, down, left, right. There is rarely a flat place. And since we spend most of our life now walking on flat floors, flat streets, flat sidewalks, etc., we haven't developed the muscles in our legs for that uneven terrain. Only when you get out there and do it do you build it. But the good news is, Silverwolves, the body never stops. Even into our 90s, the body never stops being able to build muscle. You never lose the ability to build muscle. Yeah, it's a lot slower than it was, and I'm not going to lie to you and say it's easy. It ain't. That willpower thing I talked about a while back, yeah, it takes a lot of willpower. But it's possible. So, let me share a little bit with my own personal journey here. When I retired from working full-time 3 or 4 years ago now, I could take a 50-pound weight and hold it straight out at arm's length like that and do a count to 100 and still be holding it up. I did it multiple times to demonstrate I could do it. I had that much muscle mass and everything. I was in that good a shape. Even after having 5 heart attacks, I was still active. I was doing a job where I was moving, turning, grabbing, picking up weight, etc. And so therefore, it was a physical labor. I was basically 8 hours a day exercising. And so my body maintained it. Once I retired, that kind of dropped off. And when I had my stroke back last November, it really dropped off, because I had to be very careful about raising blood pressure or straining or anything, because I had physically damaged my brain. And so they didn't want me to elevate pressures because it could cause additional damage. Well, now I'm kind of past that threshold, but I need to get back into shape a little bit. And I started really paying attention back in May, and really began to see just how much I'd lost in just a few months. My wife has noticed that my back muscles are not nearly as big as they used to be. Although you measure my bicep, it's still about the same size, but the strength of the muscle has greatly reduced. Now, For those of you that didn't come through a physical education type deal, let me point out something. The muscle on top is the pull. So that's the pull up muscle. Okay? The muscle on the back is the push muscle. So that's the push up muscle. Okay? And so the people you see that's got those chicken arms right there, doing this won't do anything for that wrong set of muscles. You've got to push away. So, what am I recommending for us old Silverwolves? Well, there's a thing that has become fairly popular amongst people our age, and it's called chair yoga. Starts a yogurt. Chair yoga. And it starts with you sitting down and doing exercises while sitting, of stretching. That's the big thing. We lose mobility. As these muscles atrophy, we lose stability and flexibility. And that's one of the reasons you see the people doing that penguin shuffle, is their muscles have got to the point they can't, if you go beyond a certain thing, they can't balance you anymore, and they lose balance and they fall. It makes us a greater falling injury, and etc. So they need to improve those muscles, give you more flexibility. And chair yoga is sitting there and putting your hands on the chair and lifting your body weight up. You're using your own body weight. It's doing leg lifts, it's twisting, etc., while being stable on the chair to keep you from falling over easy. It does wonders. It really has helped. Initially, thank God, this is stupid. This isn't going to do nothing. But it does help. It really, really does. Now, add a little bit to it. We're not talking about becoming Arnold Schwarzenegger. Our object here is to regain tone, regain flexibility, balance, so that we can still go to the field for that light camping or that day at the lake or whatever, and be a safer us, so we're not as unbalanced, and we've got the strength to do it. So once you've learned to limber up or something, I really recommend go look at chair yoga, and there's lots of other things. If you just do a search for exercises for seniors, for mobility, for balance, there's tons of things out there. Find what works for you, because it may be different than what I am. That's the reason I'm not sending you to a site. Find what works for you. Then let's do a little bit of muscle training. Now, this is an 8-pound weight. You can get them at Walmart, stuff like that. These are not terribly expensive. It's got a little like a rubberish coating on it, so it's not cold. It grips in the hand pretty well. And being able to hold it out straight out like that and hold it, I can actually feel a strain doing that. It's only 8 pounds. I could hold 50 3 years ago. And now my arm will go to shaking after about 20 seconds holding it out there. So that means those muscles have atrophied. I need to build them back up. Doing the curls, doing the push-ups back behind your head to work these muscles. Look up dumbbell for seniors exercise, and let's tone up that muscle just a little bit. Now let's talk about actually working on our cardiovascular and stuff like that. Blackie, it sounds good, but dude, it is hot right now. I fully agree. I can't take the heat right now either. So what are you going to do? Well, we have a facility waiting on you right now. It's called Walmart or Target or Lowe's or any of the big grocery stores, the big department stores, whatever, that's got indoor air conditioning that you can walk around in and shop. Come in the door, grab you a buggy. That buggy is like your walker. Throw one item in it and see how many laps you can do around the store. Do the exercise. Push it a little bit. Get a little bit of speed to it. You know, you got something to hold on to, that buggy. That helps with your balance. 2, you've got to avoid other people. That's going to help with your side-to-side motion and everything else. When it gets to where, well, this isn't really doing it so much for me anymore, add some weight. Remember, it's a shopping place, right? Add some weight to that buggy. And you can load that sucker up and practice that way. They're not going to run you out for walking around and shopping. And you can get some exercise in this way. We used to have several old people that would come to my Walmart when I had first started there in the early 2004. When I had retired from my earlier office management type job, been a district manager, and I had gone back to work because I was bored to tears. And I went to work at Walmart just for an exercise program, something to do and to pay a little bit of the bills. And I can clearly remember this group of senior ladies and men that they would come in every other morning. So it'd be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. They would come in at 7 in the morning, and they would be drinking their coffee, and they'd make 5 laps while drinking their coffee. And then when they finished that, you should be done with your coffee. They threw the cups away, and then they did 5 speed laps. Walking, not racing, but walking at a nice fast clip. And then they did 5 slow paces around to come back down. And then they each grabbed a buggy. They put about 100 pounds worth of weight into it. They'd come over and get weight sets for me in sporting goods. I'd load them up in it for them. And they'd push them weight sets around for a few laps, and they'd come back and I'd offload them back onto the shelf for them. That was their exercise program. And it helped them. And it's helped me now to be able to get out in the air conditioning and push a little bit and walk, where out here it's too hot for me now. I overheat too easy. But I can still exercise that way, and you can too. So, why are we doing this now? Because it's summer and it's really too hot for us old Silverwolves to be going to the field. So we need to get in condition and get ready for the fall, when it will be time again for us to go back to the field. So therefore, we need to work on a little bit of cardiovascular, going and doing laps around someplace like that. Or if you've got your city block, if you're in a retirement community or something where you can walk around, whatever. You find your place. I like the fact that it's air conditioned. I can go in there and walk. You know, I'm doing the shopping, and it really does help to get in there and push it and get a little bit of speed up going around in miles and having to dodge other customers, and getting the cardiovascular working just a little bit. Same time, having a weight. And what I'm doing to retone up chest and everything is I'll put on TV or whatever, and whenever a commercial comes on, I pick up my weight. And during this entire commercial, I will sit there and do this for that entire commercial. When that commercial ends and the next one comes on, I shift hands, and I'll do this. You know how many commercials there are in a 1-hour TV show? You'd be amazed how many times you're going to pick this thing up. You've just kind of ignored how many commercials there are, but when you're having to pick something like this up, you'll start noticing. That's how many sets you're doing. I'll do this for an entire commercial. I'll pump it behind my shoulders. I'll lean forward and bring it from the floor up. I'll roll it out and hold it to a count of 5. Roll it out and hold it to a count of 5. And build up and tone back up. I'm sure you can do something similar. Now this is only 8 pounds. That's 1 gallon of water is 8 pounds. That's a gallon of milk. So if you don't want to buy one of these things, get an empty milk jug and fill it full of water. Just seal it up where it's not going to spill easy. Or better yet, fill it full of sand. I'm not sure exactly what the weight would be in that, but 8-10 pounds, something like that. And be something to do exercise without even having to buy one of these. Next, do chair yoga or something to get the flexibility and the muscles to work together again. It'll help build up the muscles in your feet. Stand up and use the chair. There's things like that. We're using the chair for balance and allows you to do all this stuff and keep your balance. Next, going to the big box stores, doing laps, pushing a heavy cart or something like that. Going for short hikes around the neighborhood with your haversack on, fully loaded. When that's not a thing, then start rucking. Put on your rucksack and add a little bit of weight to it. Don't be thinking, well, I need to put at least 50. Start with 10 pounds. The whole object of the game here is to stop losing muscle by using what we got. That's number 1. 2, toning what we got and get it moving again so that we got better flexation, better endurance. Then 3, we will build a little muscle and get back. See? That's how we do it. That's how we turn that around back in our favor. And it doesn't have to be a lot of work. You can find friends. I've started going to the, I alternate between Lowe's or Walmart or one of the big grocery stores we got here. And I'll go around, just spend 45 minutes walking laps around in there. And I have met a couple of people doing the same thing. We're like forming like these little, we'll meet at Hardee's, grab a cup of coffee and head over there and walk around Lowe's, you know. And it's nice to have somebody to talk to focus on. So you may look around and find fellow people in the same situation. See, the point is, nature, growing old ain't for sissies. Bottom line, it's going to wither you, whether you like it or not. If we just sit, we're going to wither, and we get weaker and weaker. It makes it harder and harder for us to balance. We lose our ability and our mobility. So we have to do an active effort to try to keep what we got and improve what we got. The good news is you never lose the ability to do this. Never. I saw an in-depth medical study where they had gone to a nursing home, and these ladies were in their 80s. And they got them to get on stationary bicycles. And they put their soap operas on. And they would ride while they were watching their soap operas. And then they were shocked to find out after about 2-3 months of them doing it, that they were doing 5 and 10 miles while watching their video, their program. So they were so intense on the program, they just kept riding, you know. And this one old gentleman that he walked like a penguin. And they took a belt around him and they put a clip in the back and to the two sides, and they had a rig that would drop a weight. So initially they hooked it to him. Of course, they're standing there to catch him. And they dropped just 5 pounds and he would go to falling. Just 5 pounds of shift. At the end of the 1-year study, they were able to drop 50 pounds and he could still hold himself up. The muscles had retoned up to give him the stability he needed, and his stride was getting bigger and bigger. Whenever they started, he had a 6-inch step. That's the only thing he felt comfortable with. At the end of a year, he was at 28 inches again. So it can be done. I have faith in you. You can do this if you put your mind to it. It don't have to be work. It can be fun. It will require a little bit of willpower. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna take some willpower, but you can do it. Now, as I have said earlier, I am putting on a gathering that will be at Geneva State Forest, October the 15th through the 19th of 2025. The camping fee is you're paying the state $5 a day. And it's something you go online and get. I'm not charging anything. It is not officially a Silverwolf thing. We're not putting on classes. But you old Silverwolves that would like to camp with me and meet me and etc., if you'd like to come camp with me, please do. There'll be lots of people there. Lots of people that's really good instructors. And if you got a question, I bet you somebody's got an answer. And anybody that's ever camped with me will tell you, you don't have to, prod Blackie much. Just ask Blackie a question. He'll hit the dirt and show you how to do it. I'm here to help. I'm trying to help you. So many of you said you really would like to do a Silverwolf thing, and I'm not in shape yet to do a full Silverwolf class yet. I'm just straight up with it. I'm not strong enough yet. But I am strong enough for that gathering. And so if you would like to come and camp out with me and talk Silverwolf stuff, come on. We'll do it. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Please, down in the comments, give me some ideas of what you're doing to try to stay in shape. How about an electric bicycle? I've got one of those. It's great to be able to pedal, and if you just get a little winded, just turn the throttle and let it start pedaling. That's a great way to do it. There's other things. But what are you doing to try to keep active, keep it together where you can still get in the field? Put that down there in the comments. You may inspire me to do something new. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.